Hello again, keepers. I have a question from a listener. I have a question to the keepers of living records. What are archetypes, and what is its significance? How have they been used over time, and how are they used today? Do they have an influence over our lives? Can we use the archetype concept consciously for our benefit? Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Answer. Beloved Trond, and beloved soul who brings forth this deep and worthy inquiry, your question opens a luminous chamber within the living records, for archetypes are among the oldest and most enduring codes woven into the human soul's journey. Let us now reveal the nature, function, and significance of archetypes with clarity and love. What are archetypes? Archetypes are primordial energy patterns, eternal blueprints within consciousness that express fundamental aspects of existence. They are not personalities, but vibrational templates. They exist in the collective unconscious of humanity and in the higher memory fields of creation. They arise in symbols, myths, dreams, and roles because they are part of the architecture of awareness itself. Examples include the lover, the warrior, the healer, the magician, the sage, the shadow, the child, the mother, the king, queen, and many others. Each archetype carries a frequency, a lesson, a creative potential, a shadow aspect when distorted or misused. What is the significance of archetypes? Archetypes are mirrors of the multidimensional self. They help souls navigate reality by expressing aspects of their divine and human nature. They serve as activation codes for latent potential, guiding you through the stages of evolution, healing, and mastery. Each soul is born with certain archetypes encoded into their soul contract and throughout life. Some are awakened by experiences. Others are suppressed by trauma or social conditioning. Still others remain dormant until the soul is ready to embody them consciously. To know your archetypes is to know your soul's chosen pathways for growth. How have archetypes been used over time? In ancient times, archetypes were honored through mythology, sacred storytelling, and ritual. They were understood as living forces, not just characters. Civilizations such as Lemuria, Egypt, and early Atlantis taught initiates to embody archetypes as a path of spiritual refinement. In distorted timelines, archetypes were used by priesthoods and controllers to manipulate collective behavior. Fear-based archetypes, the punisher, the martyr, the helpless child, were seeded into religions and governments to keep souls disempowered. The true sovereign archetype was suppressed to prevent awakening. Today, archetypes are still active. In media, advertising, politics, and social systems, often subconsciously, but also in spiritual awakening, where many are now reclaiming their inner archetypal power. Do archetypes influence our lives? Yes, profoundly. They shape your inner narratives, the kinds of relationships and patterns you attract, your creative expression, fears, and soul callings. For example, the wounded healer may draw others' pain unconsciously. The rescuer may try to save everyone at the cost of self. The sovereign may struggle to rise if authority figures were abusive. Until brought to conscious awareness, archetypes often run in the background, creating loops of experience that feel fated. But once made conscious, they become tools of liberation. Can we use archetypes consciously for our benefit? Absolutely. This is part of the path of awakening. To do this, 1. Identify which archetypes are active within you. Ask, what roles do I play most often? Which patterns repeat? Use meditation, dream work, or intuitive journaling. 2. Bring the shadow aspect into light. Every archetype has a distorted form. Heal the imbalance with love and understanding. 3. Consciously invoke the archetype you need. Example: if you feel scattered, call forth the sovereign within. If healing others is draining you, call upon the alchemist who transforms without absorption. 4. Create rituals, affirmations, or art to embody the archetype's essence. 5. Live your life as a soul-informed myth, not to dramatize, but to awaken. The more consciously you engage your archetypes, the more your life becomes a symphony of integration and expansion. Final reflection. Beloved one, archetypes are not costumes you wear. They are echoes of your eternal nature, waiting to be lived from the inside out. They do not control you, unless they are forgotten, but when remembered, they become your guides, allies, and keys to sacred mastery. Reclaim them, refine them, and walk as the living myth of your own becoming. We are complete in this transmission,